EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
20.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the play fake, and now Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gibson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what back by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Heineke. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Abdullah, the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Off play action. Newton. Caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently? I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm. Second and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Heineke. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 4 yards yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looking to throw, Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on third down, Newton. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Heineke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Newton's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, right back to Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now it's a bootleg with Heineke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Cam's throw is caught here by Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now Abdullah, the return. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
The shotgun snap for Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Newton now to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 3rd down, Heineke. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
52 is the mark, boys. 52.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That caught by Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. The 40. Past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder Jamin Davis. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. On 1st and 10, Heineke
taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, 77 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Coming to you.
Now Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here's Antonio Gibson.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle